coach. Have you ever noticed that some of your clients seem unsure about making changes? They might say they want to be healthier and make changes in their life, but their actions say something different. Well, this is called ambivalence, and it means that they have mixed feelings about making healthy changes in their life. I know some of you have probably heard the term ambivalence, but maybe you're not actually sure what it means or how to coach your clients around it. So today I'm going to clear all of that up for you, and I'm going to give you my top 8 tips for supporting your clients through ambivalence. So be sure to stick around until the end to get exactly what to do and what to ask your clients to move them through ambivalence so that they can reach their health and wellness goals. So first, let's talk a little bit more about what exactly ambivalence is and why your client might be experiencing it. As I already said, ambivalence refers to this state of having mixed or conflicting feelings about a particular issue. And of course, in our world as health coaches, that means that a client holds both positive and negative feelings about making a change that's related to their health. It's like they're on the fence. They're sort of torn between their current situation and their future desires. So this internal conflict within our clients can really hold them back from taking action and making progress toward their health and wellness goals. And so why might your client be feeling this way, right? Why are they ambivalent? Well, it could be for a number of reasons, but ambivalence is usually caused by one of the following 5 reasons. So the first reason is that clients often want the benefits that are going to come with their healthier choices, like improved health and more energy, but they're also attached to the comfort, the convenience, or the pleasure of their current habits, right? Like eating junk food, drinking alcohol, or maybe having a sedentary lifestyle. So the second reason your client might be ambivalent is the fear of the unknown. So making changes, we all know, is really hard, and it can be really intimidating. So your client may worry about unknown factors, things like how difficult is this going to be, whether they're going to be able to maintain the new behaviors, and what sacrifices they might need to make along the way. The third reason they might feel ambivalent is because of previous failures. So if a client has attempted to make similar changes in the past and failed, they may feel ambivalent because they don't want to fail again, right? Those previous attempts and failures may decrease their confidence and make them hesitant to try again. And a fourth reason for ambivalence could be these conflicting priorities that clients may have. So multiple priorities that are competing for their time and attention. For example, work and family responsibilities, right, might make it hard to focus on their health and wellness goals. People are very busy, and now we're going to add a bunch of health and wellness goals onto their to-do list. That might just be too much for them. And then the fifth and final reason your client might be ambivalent could be due to immediate gratification versus long-term benefits. So usually unhealthy behaviors often provide those immediate gratifications, right? Like the taste of sugary foods, the buzz of alcohol, or the distraction of watching Netflix. While the benefits of healthy behaviors are really going to take a little bit longer to manifest, right? Like weight loss, improved fitness, better sleep. This can all lead to a conflict between the quick fix from the short-term pleasures and the hard work that's going to come with achieving some of those longer-term goals or transformations. So with these reasons as the foundation for why your client might be ambivalent, let's talk a little bit about how to recognize ambivalence. So the first step in recognizing ambivalence is to use your active listening skills, right? And I'm going to give you 3 things to listen for to identify ambivalence. The first thing is to listen for mixed messages. If your client says things like, I want to eat healthier, but I love junk food, or I want to start moving more, but I'm so tired after work, they're showing signs of ambivalence through these mixed messages, right? They have both positive and negative feelings about this change. The second thing is to listen for inconsistency. So notice if your client's actions don't match their words. For example, they might talk about wanting to exercise, but then they skip their workouts. They might say they want to get better sleep, but they stay up late working on their computer or watching Netflix. So there is this inconsistency between what they say they want and what they're actually doing. And then the third thing to listen for is hesitation. So if your client seems unsure or keeps delaying around making decisions or taking action, then chances are they're feeling ambivalent. This might sound like, I really want to eat healthier, but vacation is coming up and it's the summer, so maybe I should just wait until the fall. Or I'm just so busy at work, I think I'm really going to have to wait until things calm down before I can really tackle this. So those are 3 things to listen for, and once you've actually recognized that your client is ambivalent, how do you coach them through it? Well, I'm going to share with you 8 effective and practical tips that you can use today with your clients. The first one is to acknowledge and normalize their feelings. Let your client know that it's okay to have these mixed feelings. You could say something like, it's absolutely normal to feel torn about making these types of changes. The second thing to do is to reflect and summarize. Use lots of reflective statements and repeating back what your client is saying to help them realize these mixed feelings and help to really clarify how they truly feel. For example, you could say, it sounds like you enjoy the taste of junk food, but you want to feel healthier. Is that right? And then your client can explain a little bit more. Number 3, help your client tap into their intrinsic motivation for making this change. You want to explore their big why. Why is this important to make this change? Ask questions like, how would this connect back to your overall health and wellness vision? What is your internal driver for making this change? What are your reasons for making this change? Number 4 is to ask open-ended questions to explore their feelings. So we want to try questions like, how are you feeling right now? How is this current situation making you feel? What would be the benefits of making this change? And how would you feel once you've achieved it? Number 5 is to elicit pros and cons. So really help your client weigh the positives and the negatives of the change they want to make. Ask them to list what they like and don't like about their current behavior and how that current behavior might be impacting them. And then help them weigh the pros and cons of making the change, right? What would be the downsides and benefits if they were able to achieve this? The goal here is to really increase the pros of making the change and decrease the reasons to stay the same. If you're familiar with motivational interviewing, this is what we call increasing their change talk. And then number 6 is you'll want to help them build up their confidence in making this change by asking about past experiences and successes. Ask them if they've ever tried something like this before and to draw upon those learnings, any resources, tools, abilities, or strengths, and that they might have that can help them make this change. This is going to help them tap into their self-efficacy, which is a belief in themselves that they can do it because they've done something similar before. So just reinforce for your client that they've done something similar in the past and they can do it again too, here in this current situation. And then 7, really help your client set small, achievable goals. If your client is hesitant or overwhelmed, help them break down those changes into smaller steps. This makes the change feel less overwhelming. For example, what do you think the very first step you could take would be? What's a baby step that you could take this week toward your goal? And if timing is an issue, like vacation coming up or busy time at work, then help your client determine what one small step can they take now. Right? What's reasonable and doable in the short term? And then number 8 is to be patient and encouraging. Let your client know that change takes time and that it's going to come with some ups and downs, but you will be with them every step along the way. Also, encourage your client to celebrate their progress, no matter how big or small. If they get some early wins, they're likely going to feel motivated, and you can help them keep that momentum going. So to wrap up today, I really just want to add that you can coach your clients wherever they are along the stages of change. And if they're still in contemplation or feeling ambivalent, then you don't want to rush them into action before they're ready. Otherwise, they likely won't be successful. So it's really important to listen for and recognize ambivalence and to use these 8 tips that I've shared with you today to guide your client through that ambivalence into a state of readiness so that they will be successful at reaching their goals. I would love to hear your experiences with ambivalence in the comments. Happy coaching, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.